IVM.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Hi, 6.
Hi, 7.
Hi, 8, 9, 10, 11, and all the way up to
Start with the bad
100.
joke. Let's start with the bad joke.
We didn't even give you any background as to how we start these episodes usually.
Right. And let's not. Just carry on.
Yeah, okay. So I think this is our 99th episode.
What do you
Which
say?
is nuts. Yeah.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that's so cool.
It actually, I mean, it is a big deal for us.
For anyone, you guys, it's just consistency and what you guys do. It's awesome. Really, honestly.
This is the
You
nicest
listen
he's
to our
going to be.
show?
He doesn't need to listen to the show. He gets to hang out with you, which is kind of like anyone who gets to hang out with either of us is just listening to portions of the show anyway, basically.
Das ist
So
true. Das ist true.
our friends don't see the need. But yeah, it's our 99th episode. We're very happy to have you. Usually
Honored.
I'm very happy to be here. It's been a while since I've been trying to get on, but now finally I've made it.
I invited Sikko long ago, but between all the planning and all, it never worked out. I'm eating breakfast.
we actually wanted to save it for a specific, cycle because we were like, he's an adult. He's a real adult. Like he's actually an old person.
Right.
Wow,
So-
you are just saying all the right things.
Fine, yeah, he's an old person means what?
No, because we've had a variety of age groups and we want to learn from all the different stages of what to expect and all of that jazz. So,
Mm.
but anyway, how are you? How have you been?
I've been very well. Thank you so much. How have you been?
Okay. I'm okay.
Ayushi has just returned from the mountains and she's in that mountain hangover.
Right, of course. Yes.
Which
And
is, I mean, we're recording this right after I got back from that break, which means the city has drained my battery in 3 days of being back.
Literally.
I became angry. Like I wasn't angry for 10 days and then I was consistently angry for 3 days.
Mm.
Today's the first day I'm not angry.
Bombay is quite chaotic. The energy is just that.
The energy is off. And I used to make fun of Tash whenever she came back from the hills because I'd be like, you honestly are so painful when you come back because you can't stop about the greenery and the pollution and you keep complaining. And I literally
And I'm
got back.
crying.
I was texting her in the morning saying, I have said motherfucker 4
You guys
times
in Delhi
in
or-
1 hour.
Would you guys rather live in Delhi, Bombay?
I mean, I wouldn't mind living in Delhi, but
Only because of the proximity to the north, I would say that's a
and
huge
open
thing.
spaces.
But I was in Delhi for 2 days before this trip and you can't see 6 feet in front of you. So no,
Mm.
like,
Well,
I
not
mean,
right now, chalo. In general, like, are you guys are Bombay people? Like, we can't really honestly live anywhere else but Bombay.
No.
I mean, I feel.
yeah.
Hey, I'm down to move to LA and start over and have a thriving
Well,
Hollywood
yeah, but
career.
just like that at immigration. Otherwise, it's all good.
I think if you had to pick in India another city to live in,
Bangalore?
I'm very into Chandigarh recently. That's my new
Chandigarh,
thing.
yaar.
It's
Sikku,
Why
aren't
don't-
you from the north?
Why don't you just Chandigarh yaar like that?
I don't know.
But Chandigarh is lovely because my Nanaji and Naniji are there. All my favorite holidays were there in the winters. I would go there. And
Tell
what
me,
a
why do you say
beautiful
winters?
and like it's such a well planned. It's like the most well planned city in the country.
After
I
Navi
loved it.
Mumbai. Guys,
It
you're not
beats
giving
Navi
Navi
Mumbai.
Mumbai enough credit.
No. This beats Navi Mumbai. It was fantastic. They have those ronds everywhere. It's all like those French long streets. They have cycle paths and walking paths, and there's like that parallel street everywhere. So there's no bikers and people don't stop in the middle of the road to get out. and
Oh,
go to-
wow.
I mean, this is can the tourism board of Chandigarh sponsor this show? Because I'm into it. The food is good. The shopping was nice. Weather was quite sushil.
went to Sector 17 for shopping.
Not Sector 17. It just so happened that we were eating in Sector 22 or something. So we were in that area for some
What
stuff.
did
So
you shop and what did you get there?
I got one really nice, like a woolen embroidered kind of a long kaftan jacket. And then my dad got lots of fabric to stitch himself some clothes.
How you're good.
Nice.
Is your father into plants, from what I recollect?
Yes, he does garden a lot on the
He
days off.
does. He does. And if you follow me on social media recently, my dad has been enjoying Instagram. Because I've been putting his face out a lot. And every time he's like, so what do your friends say? Because he thinks all the followers are friends. Yeah, he's.
But I think that, yeah, honestly.
But you do treat all your followers like friends. You've kind of created that very natural dynamic on Instagram and on social media. Like your personality is the same in person as it is on the gram.
They don't have an option.
But your parents don't
They
have an
don't
option
have an
either.
option.
You stalk your parents.
Yeah,
and
you are
irritate them.
very invasive.
You
I feel
irritate
like-
your parents a lot.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I don't think we've even, for listeners who don't know who Sikandar is, should we give a brief bio? Do you want to give a brief intro?
On this side,
Myself.
I have not gone threading for a while, hence.
I've not gone threading for a while. Yeah, listeners, Sikandar is one of my favorite people of the lockdown. We became friends last year and it has been a really lovely friendship. And he is a big, scary man, but a heart of gold is how I would like to put it.
It's exactly the same way I would describe Natasha.
She is sometimes a big,
She's a
scary
big,
man.
Scary man, and she has a heart of gold. But she also has Pam, who's a mother,
Yeah.
and Vips.
Thanks for naming my parents.
Would you like us to name your parents?
No.
So they're too famous, and I'm always like on edge because I'm like,
There are two.
how?
Two of them, and both are
They are too famous, both of them
They're
together.
two famous people.
Yeah.
So,
Welcome to the show. Yeah.
yeah.
We
Thank you
talk
for having
about.
me, girls.
Shut up. You are happy to be here.
Thank you for having me, lady. Of course, I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah, because
We-
the show is a kind of it's an experiment in trying to figure out how to adult. And we
Hmm.
haven't quite got the grasp of it. And
Right.
so we're taking
I mean,
a chance.
neither have
and-
you. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're taking a chance and just asking other people, like, what have they gotten right? Because
Right.
maybe you got some things right and we can learn.
Right? I guess.
So,
So, Siku, you turned 40 like 20 days ago.
Okay.
And there is a whole new decade of the adulthood journey. I mean, we always think about, oh my God, when I'm in my 40s, you feel like by then you've reached a certain level of being grown up. Society assumes that by that point you should have had some kind of settled downness, whether that is in a professional way or in a personal life kind of way. You know, all of these things, the expectations and the journey. Can you tell us a little bit about, should we go backwards and start from the 30s going into the now, what is your 40th
yeah, like
year
your
of
last
life?
decade.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I don't understand these numbers, to be honest. I swear. Because, like, it's just, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, it's different. It's very nice. It's lovely because let's start backwards. So from the 30s, it's beautiful because, see, I'll tell you what, genuinely, I'm very, very lucky when I say that awareness on some level has hit me, but it hadn't hit me in the 30s. 33, 34, 35. It hadn't hit me. And when it decides to hit you, it hits you. And then it's really lovely because then you want to tweak yourself or adjust yourself or try to do some stuff. I think that's the blessing, you know, where I feel like tweaking, trying to figure out stuff. So that's nice. I don't think that has anything to do with numbers. I think it's just, you know, for example, like when people ask me about work in acting, like when I did acting courses, I did something with NSD or like whatever, I assisted in direction. I really didn't care at all. You know, I was just not,
Yeah.
and it's just like, I don't know, it just takes its time. When you have to figure it, you figure it out. And then the journey of life is lovely. Failure is wonderful. And
He's looking at his notes.
failure,
Yeah. Have you made notes?
failure is wonderful, by the way. For I have had quite a bit of it when it comes to just work. Work is one part of life. And that's what I've realized. People give so much importance to work and career. And that has a lot to do with our parents or the generation that they're from, or probably the generation.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's great. I mean, I'm very, very lucky to pursue work when people say a job or a career, which is creative. I mean, any kind of creative work is just, you're blessed to be able to do that. I'm blessed to be sitting in a room with an air conditioner, having a car. And I always say this over here, you know, in this city, in this country, where it's just a huge blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else you say? It's luck where I was born. You
It
know?
is.
Yeah.
It is. And it's very evident in our country sometimes that luck is just the only thing that differentiates you from another person often.
It really is. It's just pure luck. And it's fine. I'm not apologetic about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I'm grateful about it. And the fact that I could pursue what I wanted to pursue. My mom is very honest with me, right? She would have said, "Tujhe acting nahi aati, petrol pump khol de." That also would have been kind of tough. But it's not bad. Honestly, I wish you might be with somebody who owns a petrol pump one day. But that's fine.
If a person owned many petrol pumps. Yeah, sure.
Yes, okay, of course. I'm so sorry. My bad.
But I want to ask you, I want to just pick out one thing you said earlier, Siku, about awareness and how you're saying awareness has come into your life now. What kind of awareness are we talking about? Self-awareness?
I mean,
or
it's like 1 second.
Worldly.
I don't understand these questions that you girls keep asking. It's just awareness, man. Okay, I'll tell you what. I don't know. For me, I'll talk about myself. You know, it's
that's the only thing we know.
My whole life is one beautiful bubble, which is the Instagram that we have, that we follow. That's not it, right? Like that's just not life. That's just what we see.
Yeah,
and not even a small percentage of our country.
Yeah.
So, I mean, awareness is just basically, for me, it's just really like, I don't know, man. Like I'm a complicated, crazy guy. You know, I've always been that. So there was phases where I went through something and suddenly I was like, I thought of it. And then I was thinking the awareness. And then I suddenly became very silent. And then I was like, I can't lose that. I can't lose my craziness because I like it, you know, like it's fun. But then how do you adjust that? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
No, I think
and be what societally functional. Is that what you're talking
Society
about?
Doesn't matter, man. I matter to me. That's all. That's just me.
So I think it's kind of like, and excuse me for paraphrasing what you're saying, but it's like at some point you need to realize that your voice needs to stay your voice. Like you can't keep adjusting that. So whether it sounds like it's a crazy voice or not, you need to hold on to that because that's what makes you. You enjoy that. And that's you flexing what your God-given personality and like traits are.
Yeah, but you can. Like, I mean, like it's still a process. Like we'd never.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe 3 months, all of us change. To be honest, I feel. You know.
Yes, and I think
what you take from it. Like for me, I'll tell you what. And I mean, like I don't mean to sound cocky or anything else. My core is wonderful, so I love it. You know, that's a blessing. So my core is wonderful, right? So it helps me in the most positive ways. Maybe relationships, maybe work, maybe anything in life. I look at it. I'm lucky to be able to go through sometimes bitterness and then realize, yaar, kya fayda? Bitterness, kya fayda? Enjoy karo. Kyun kare? You know, because we all judge. We all like judge करते हैं हम लोग, judgmental लोग हैं, सोचते हैं दूसरों के बारे में, बात करते हैं, क्या फायदा? करेंगे, गलतियां होंगी, हमेशा करेंगे, गलतियां करते रहो, पर पता है ना कि गलतियां हो रही है, बस उतना है, लाइफ में conquer नहीं हो सकता है.
You cannot conquer shit.
You can't conquer life, man.
I agree.
Process.
I think
it's beautiful, man. It's really nice. Like, and it's from your mistakes. I mean, from my mistakes that I have learned. I have said, like, for example, and it happens with so many people. For example, Ritasha comes up to me, hey, Sikandar, what do you think of, what about this guy, man? Or this girl, or whoever? You know, this person. So easy, we've done this, you know. I mean, like, I've done that, right? What's the point of doing that? There's nothing. My dynamic with that person might not be good. But when I tell you, you figure it out yourself. Your dynamic will be different.
Have you become less judgmental with age?
Yeah, I'm not. You know, unfortunately, I'm a human being and we suck.
Satya Vachan, sir ji.
Judgment naturally होता है, but हाँ, अगर मैं जानता हूँ कि judge कर रहा हूँ, मैं नहीं करेगा.
Yeah.
किसी को judge नहीं करता.
I think now, Tash, a good thing is, or at least what I find sometimes is like now you can catch yourself doing it, which is that self-awareness. Because like he said, human nature is that you will see something and you will judge. That first thing will come out of being like, oh my God, like 6 comments already locked, ready to go.
Yeah.
But then the first one slips out and you're like, no, that is categorically now not how you should send energy towards another person for no reason. You don't understand their story. You have no context.
Unfortunately, we just do
No,
that.
I know. But it's like you said, it's like catching yourself. Like when you know that you're doing it, try to retract as much as you can.
Catching yourself is already a win. That's the win.
Yeah, whether you do something after that or not, you've caught yourself, which is one step, I feel.
And then we sometimes do the thing where like, okay, we can have 5 minutes of just really getting it all out against this like theme, whatever that theme is. And then you have to move on. You have to get over it. But I think that's only healthy, because I think stopping yourself also from saying something that came to you naturally or that came to you instinctively is not good. Because
no. You know what? I mean, instinctively you can say something to a friend also, but that's just no. Are we talking specifically about, like, I'm talking about how people talk about other people.
no, I know. I'm saying along the same lines. I think
Instinctively, whatever comes to me, why should I tell you what my feeling is towards somebody else if it's negative? Like, why?
I agree.
No,
Agree,
of
because
course,
we get
negative.
our opinions get colored by our friends.
Yeah.
Like
and people always
this.
do that, unfortunately. And it will change. And you know what? I should say, my experience was bad with this person, but you figure out yourself. Then I realized after that, dude, even me saying my experience was bad, but you figure yourself out, that's also coloring. So I'm like, dude, I'm here for you. I know the person.
I think that's easier said than done today. If you can see people that interact. I mean, just talking about this person to person, like this obviously can be adjusted to many different things, but you're talking about people to people. Now, if you've had a really horrible experience with the person, I don't know, out of care, concern, sort of just protectiveness, you would maybe, of course, you would let your friend know, or you would let the person know.
I mean, what? 1 second. What is it? It depends on the horrible experience.
I think it depends. Okay, yeah, that's true. It depends on what the extent of that interaction was and how criminal it was or not.
Murder somebody. Yes.
Yeah, please let me know.
Kill someone. That I would, But I mean, what? It depends on the situation, right?
That's true. That's true. And I think that's a great way of actually even looking at personal relationships and everything. Is like, you don't know what the other person was going through when they were with X or Y. So who are you to really pass that judgment? Yeah.
On with people, man. There's so many people.
Did it ever bother you before, or does it still bother you what people say about you? Because love it or hate it, you are in a public job.
So, that again, I mean, like, from where लोग क्या सोचेंगे, ऐसे मत कर सिकंदर, लोग क्या सोचेंगे, वो क्या बोलेंगे, it did bother. It used to bother me. Of course it bothered. I used to live life thinking that लोग क्या सोचेंगे.
Yeah.
मैं अगर 10 बच्चों को रोड पे खाना खिला रहा, दूर से कोई देखेगा, अरे यार क्या ढोंग कर रहा है, बच्चों को खाना खिला रहा है. अगर कोई बोलेगा अच्छा खाना खिला रहा है, क्या बात, तू बोल रहा है ढोंग कर रहा है खाना खिलाने वाला. How can I change their mind? मैं तो दिल से खिला रहा हूँ. लोग सोचेंगे जो उनको सोचना है. That's not my control at all. So why? I can't let that affect me ever. So it always comes down to me and myself. That's it. It's just me, and that's all. I got to wake up and be with myself and know. So even though I might sound cocky, I don't know how to say it. That's why I know. That I know what it is. I know what I am. I know how I am.
So you feel like you don't need to show or prove anything to anyone because you are so sure of who you are inside.
I know I'm a kind person. I know that I'm a grateful person. I'm lucky that I've realized that I'm a grateful person. I didn't know that because I was born where I was born. I didn't know
that you had to even
you didn't
be
practice
grateful.
Gratitude.
Just ये तो है ही है. They do look at how they are, but they're all human beings. That is lovely. That I found it. I saw that. I'm lucky.
Would you say that all these lessons or these breakthroughs came through when you were in your lower phases of life, when things didn't work out? Or is it just over time?
Oh, they come over time. Of course, they come in different times. Could be in a low. No, it's not necessary. These things don't come. What I'm saying right now is not necessarily like that. It could be at the highest time. That's amazing. When you're like banging it,
Banging it.
Yes. That's when it really helps. That's the tough part, to handle that at that point. But of course. The good thing at the low points was that, again, I was lucky that just my outlook to life is just positive. That's what it is, I mean, I might get burnt again and again because of positivity or whatever.
Or your cigarette.
Lol.
Good joke, madam.
How do you tell yourself, though, when you are in the most darkest of places to see the light? How does one convince themselves, failure after failure, to be like, No, अभी भी ठीक है, सब ठीक हो जाएगा.
नहीं, वो हम लोग को क्या पता यार. वो इसलिए तुम्हें बोलता है कि ये ऊपर से है मेरे लिए, ये ब्लेसिंग है.
तो
हाँ, तो फिर ये
तुम बहुत sad होते हो तो what happens? What do you do? Give us like actionable things which our listeners can also learn from and at least listen to and be like, okay, this is Sikandar Kher, a real adult, and this is what he does to deal.
What's your question, man? What are you saying? What are you asking?
When you're really in the shits and you feel like there's no way out.
Tomorrow we'll be in shits tomorrow. Day after we'll be happy. Tomorrow we'll be angry. After we'll be sad. Then we'll be happy. It's never, nothing will be there forever. You know, that moment will never be there forever. तो अभी खुश होगी, अभी रोएगी, फिर खत्म हो जाएगा रोना, फिर गुस्सा होगी, वो भी खत्म हो जाएगा. बस. Nothing is.
Have you come here to make me cry?
I have not come anywhere. I'm at home.
It's been a while since you cried on one of the episodes, Tash.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess in a way, we are so caught up thinking of our present journey in adulthood, like where we're right now, being like, is this enough? Is this good enough? Am I far enough? Am I on the right track? Am I the right step? Like, is this the right number, milestone mark, or whatever you want, whichever metaphor? That sometimes it's nice to just hear from someone who's a little bit further down the path to just be like, oh, nothing that you're going through is permanent.
Yeah, it isn't. The only thing constant is change.
Okay, on that very
let's
cliche note, let's take a break.
Hey everybody, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On Advertising is Dead, Varun talks to the co-founder of Sleepy Owl Coffee, Arman Sood, about how he markets coffee to a generation that was raised on drinking tea. On Postcards from Nowhere, Utsav narrates an intriguing story that connects Shimla, rare books, and the American Declaration of Independence. On Agla Station Adulthood, meet writer Priyam Saha. She tells Ritasha and Ayushi about the overly romanced concept of life in the city. On a show about crypto, Rohan figures out what Web 3.0 is with the co-founder of Vault, Darshan Patija. And on Smarter with Sid, Siddharth takes us through the journey of the BlackBerry and what its future is. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. Also, don't forget to rate us on any of the platforms you're listening to us on. And you can also check us out on YouTube. You can have a list of all of our shows at ivmpodcast.com/YouTube. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors this week, Bank of Baroda and CoinSwitch Kuber.
And welcome back, listeners. We're in conversation with the wonderful real adult Sikandar Kher.
Wow.
And in the break, we were chatting actually about something which I just want to make a quick stop over at, and because it led me to a thought. So we were talking about like how in India we're so judgmental about the way people speak. And say a Spanish person were to mispronounce something because English is their second language, we'd be like, oh wow, that sounds so beautiful or dreamy. And in India, we're like, eh.
That's them only. We don't know. When a French person speaks in English, they're not speaking correct. They speak English in their way. Like over here, this is what we do. As I said, I've done it myself. You know,
yeah.
I made fun of that. And like I make fun of my dad with that constantly on my.
Yes,
that's so true.
We've seen.
He says Olympics. So I'm like, what is Olympics?
Which is totally fair and fine.
Does it have 6 rings? You know what I'm saying? It's cool to be in a family where I can do that with them. And but yeah, man, that's the thing. It's just so what. I mean, and you go abroad and you're like, wow.
But you do it to your, now that you've brought it up, you do it to your dad a lot.
A lot.
He did it to me a lot.
About how to pronounce words.
It's Hindi.
He speaks in English. That's what he does to me.
No, but he speaks to you in Hindi. And remember, originally when you started the series, he used to memorize numbers, and he used to ask you Hindi
that
words.
That was one episode.
Things. Wasn't that a thing?
And there was no series that we used to.
It's just one IGTV where
I meant the series
of
in Hindi. Because you want to get back at me. No.
I meant the series of him annoying his dad, like earlier in the series of the videos that started coming out of lockdown, of the both of them locked up together, which was quite humorous. That was a really cool thing to see from both sides, being like somebody who actually he had one up on you, you know?
Yeah. What is 89? What is 89? People still message and say 89.
What is 89?
What is 89?
I just said I still don't remember.
But
don't
my
know
point
anything
in
like
all of this was to talk about privilege, because clearly everyone in this Zoom room two of you have grown up in Mumbai, pretty much, Bombay, as you both call it.
So have you.
No, but I moved here when I was 8 years old. So I've had an eclectic childhood before that.
Yeah,
Bit.
fair. That way, very much a Bombay girl.
Correct. And I remember very clearly when we were in school also, the judgment that the judgment that would come
Give me
in.
a second, I'll just come in.
It really kind of goes to prove your point, because I was about to judge you.
Exactly.
Like,
I have
stop,
judged
stop.
myself.
Sorry.
But that judgment that came in with somebody who did not match up to your idea of this is what Bombay life is. We speak English. We speak perfect English. And at that point, when you're a kid, nobody tells you it's because, hello, you are privileged and we are sending you to this XYZ school and you are privileged enough to watch XYZ content. And that is why you have these. So never feel like you're better than anybody else. Feel grateful that you're like this because we have given you this XYZ life.
Right.
I don't remember my parents sitting us down ever having this conversation of privilege. And I was thinking about this morning and nobody does. Because why? Which is wrong, I feel like. If we were to have kids in this day and age.
Yeah, yes. Carry on.
But they threw that at us through, at least my parents threw that in our face quite a few amount of times. So when you were really having some level of a tantrum or asking for something unreasonable, it was like, do you even know how blessed you are to have what you have? Like, those comparisons were constantly there. At your age, this is what we did. Like, or you get to be this person, you get to travel like this, you get to live like this, which is not something that they got to do.
I'll not be my father, who's come from wherever he's come from.
Yeah, but that's
I'll never be that.
Exactly. That's what our retort always used to be. It's like, how do we apologize for this, or what is it?
No,
but
I'm not apologetic to.
No. I think they were trying to get us to just be cognizant of the fact.
Well, yeah,
which is what we didn't get.
If you do realize that, that's amazing. And if you don't realize that, it's still okay. That's still your life. You live it like that until you realize, or you don't realize. Who are we to say you should realize or not realize?
That realization came very late.
And that is how you live. This gives
I want to ask you, when did you have this realization that this is what privilege is, and acknowledging that I am privileged?
I don't remember when I had it, but it's fairly recent, in the last, I think, 6-7 years. Maybe.
Very much recent.
Very much. That is recent.
Yeah, that is recent.
So I don't know, it came about in some way, and I don't know, nobody sat me down and said it, but I was brought up by my mother. Really, I was spoiled in a way, but I wasn't spoiled in a way.
She used to whack you?
Daily. The day I didn't get a slap, I thought something's wrong. But yeah, man, she spoiled me. I'm an only child, okay? So firstly, that's what it is. But
it shows.
At the same point, okay. You're happy, Ayushi? But it was never like, I never got money. Like, I don't know, like, I never got money. Like, I would never get money, So for
pocket money.
No, pocket money. Eventually, at some point, I got 500 rupees on Monday. At some point, and I would make a little more out of that the way I could. But
what's that supposed to mean?
Also, were you a gambling teenager?
Yeah, I used to play a lot of sports. So at one point, I used to play pool and snooker. So even when I did do that, in my 500 rupees, I take out 50 rupees on Monday. I'll gamble with this 50 rupees. If I lose the 50 rupees, I'll wait for next Monday. But with that 50 rupees, if I make, then it's good. That's what I could do.
Full on jugaad was going on in your childhood.
I'm not like, I was doing jugaad, I guess, with my whatever I was doing. It was
with your pocket money. Paisa double.
Yeah, but 50 rupees nikalta tha. 50 rupees, 500 mein se.
Honestly, that's just a lot of control than that if you could stop yourself at 50.
If you're ever doing anything like gambling, you better have control. I mean, it's just wiser. Otherwise, you will not have shirts.
On that note, let's talk about the vices and temptations of adult life, which are not at all known to us when we're kids. And we're like, la-di-da, life is great. We're going to grow up, have a husband or wife or partner and children and dog and live this happy life.
That's a vice. That's just the dog. Everything else is the vice.
Everything else is the vice.
I think the vice is that image portrayed and pushed onto you to be like, this is the only way to be happy.
Also, no, who says that?
No, that's the vice. No, that's the problem. It's that either you get addicted to it.
Happens with a lot of people here.
But you do. I'm saying as somebody, I'm speaking for myself. I think I have, growing up, I have looked at that image, that picture that she just portrayed and thought that is what happiness will be. That is what life needs to look like for it to be fulfilling and to be fulfilled as a person, to know that you've made it. And I don't think there's anything wrong with thinking that. It's just that as you grow up and you talk about this awareness of yourself and your relationship with society, you're kind of like, oh, I can deconstruct that and take X parts of the picture that appeal to me. I don't have to have it look exactly like this, and it doesn't have to be in the same timeline as is expected of a girl or a boy or anyone, frankly. But I think we all had an addiction to that picture.
Yeah. Sikku, when you were a kid, did you think that growing up would look like this, like a happy family equals a happy life?
Yeah, I'm a romanchak. I'm a romance, okay?
Tell us more.
Yeah, but I wanted to get married as soon as I got to legal age. मैं तो शादी कर I love. तो वहाँ पे बहुत लंबे वो लगे, जो भी लगते हैं, वो लगे लंबे.
You can say
why should I? But,
so okay, that's an interesting thing. Now you've been a romantic since 18.
I've been romantic since.
Okay, fine. But you were saying since legal age of wanting these things, like you've been.
I want to marry.
So how come? Not how come. That's rude. But
what was that journey like?
How come you're not married?
No, listen. Wait, 1 second.
I'm not going to marry random.
You're not listening to my question. Right. I said, so how come that is something that you feel you've not found yourself ready for yet?
No, I'm ready, but I'm not going to just marry for the sake of marrying.
No, who's saying to do that?
I'll tell you, I want a daughter. Okay, most beautiful thing in the world. Now, a lot of times my mother said surrogacy, वगैरह, जो भी बोलते हैं. I can't. I think a female influence is very important in a child's life. Okay.
Agreed.
Now, even though I want it, but I'm not going to now, the way I look at love or just being with someone, I'm okay. I'm very happy to be there. I want to be there. I want to be with someone. And I'm okay, and I will be, like that, the way I am. But my thoughts on that, it's, I won't say it's tough or anything, but I think it's growth, man. Both the people, and there's so much to it, there's so much to it. Like love is amazing. Attraction is different. That'll be there for 3 to 5 to 7 months, and how many
that's it.
Never make it. तो पक ही जाएंगे, है ना? But the thing is that then that's just a choice, I think a lot of people can do different things, but I'm just saying, and according to me, human beings we're not monogamous. We'll always find other people are always going to be attractive, right? So it's a choice. Now, yes, I know that, and flirt if you want to flirt. That's about it. Right? Do that. But if you want something more, just be honest with your partner, because otherwise you're being unfaithful to yourself and unfaithful to your partner. So let them just say it. And that's tough. We can't do that. It's very tough to do that. But you must do that because that's the honest truth. But it's a choice to be with someone, which why I will, and it's beautiful, But you can be with somebody, I feel, and you need your space. There's so many things. There's space, but love is so many things, man. When you feel that, when they give you so much, that's love. Because then you're giving it back, man. Like what is the most beautiful thing in the world? Waking up to the person that you love. And
that is it, actually. That
just having their face next to you, and you see that smile. Yeah, about it. You can't beat that, man. It's so lovely.
I think I was asking it not like, it sounded like it was going down a why aren't you married yet question. It wasn't like that. I think, Tash, we had Ekta Rajani on our show a couple of weeks ago, and she was talking about how she actually felt as she got older, it's only when she was into her late 30s and 40s where she felt ready to be in a relationship. So I was kind of asking that today, again, from a personal perspective, is it something that sometimes you have to feel, it's that society thing, right? Like once you hit a certain number,
It is.
you're supposed to feel like you're ready for a relationship.
No, society is.
That's all I was asking. That this is
Because
something
I
that is
mean,
for you,
you've
right?
even
Yeah.
been there, Siku. You've done the societally right thing.
I've
like
done
you've been-
society wrong things, which is why the awareness kicked in. Why I look at life like this, which is why I don't judge, which is why people can live their lives like that, because I went hard. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
went
not beautiful
hard.
in the world. I went hard.
Line.
No judging, no nothing. It comes from there. It comes from there. I take it from there because of that. So I'm lucky that I can see that and take that from there. You know?
But Dash, I think you also have that. Like when we have that as friends. When sometimes now when you do something, or your friends tell you, or people that you know say that they've done something. I think now at this age, when you've lived about 30 years, you're kind of looking at me like, I've also kind of done a lot of shitty things like that.
I mean,
Or
you guys
I
are-
have found myself doing this as
I'm
well.
never gonna stop, man.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Why
it's,
is it shitty?
who am I to
Who's
judge
calling
you?
it shitty? What is
Does
right
it-
and wrong?
I think when you make someone or make yourself feel a little less than or shitty, that constitutes as, okay, that's in the wrong side of things.
I mean, we all go through. I've gone through low self-esteem. I've gone through not liking. Like, you know, I've always gone through.
Oh, of
I've
course.
wanted people to like me so much.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about these things.
Like me. I wanted that, but dude, like, my God, that just works reverse. You know, and still, when I say that, somewhere in my head, I'm still thinking like me because that's working reverse, right? So I don't do that. Maybe I don't know, but maybe that's why I'm changing that so people like me. I don't know, you know.
You still have that need,
No,
but you do like to be liked.
I am.
Who doesn't, especially an actor?
Like means I. It's okay if somebody likes you, like you, man. That's okay. It's okay. There's some people who are just. See, we're all different personalities, right? Some will connect with everyone. My father connects with everyone. He just is. Like when he chats, it's just natural, you know. Like I have a very dear friend of mine, Aarti. She connects. She's liked by everyone. She gets along with everyone. I'm not that person. I'll have like 3 people who get me for 10 minutes and then not see me for 10 months. You know what I'm saying? But they still like me. No, but that doesn't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
First time I met Sikandar, he came in so hard with the jokes. I nearly wet myself with pee. Like, as in the sense, I could not control how much I laughed that day.
You cannot say words like wet myself around
Yeah,
Siku,
sorry.
I feel though. It's totally wrong.
No, I peed myself.
What does that mean?
It was that joke.
You do not let an opportunity go to make a sexual innuendo.
No,
This is
it was the
important.
joke
That's
of
what
a
I'm
lady, the lady that walked in wearing head to toe turquoise jewelry, and Sikandar said, "Look, Salman
Khan's bracelet has come.
Can I do that? Or I am. Sometimes I come up with like Salman's.
Yeah.
I still can't look at anything turquoise without thinking.
Aquamarine.
Aquamarine is the word, Vicious.
Salman.
You're so funny, Siku. You're so funny. But also, I need to know, because everyone says that the funniest people are the most depressed. Is that true? I know it's hard. Sorry to ask you directly.
I don't
Are
know-
you depressed?
I don't know the word depressed, but yeah, I go through highs and lows, man. Of course. Absolutely.
Do you think age has made you better at dealing with the lows?
I doubt it.
Oh,
No.
No, I mean,
Shit.
yeah.
How
Yeah.
did Siku at 30 deal with the lows and failure?
The only thing that helps me deal with anything, honestly, and I don't mean, is just that somewhere when I did at some point do therapy, that person, when I discuss a lot about my life with them, they said that the thing about you is that your core pulls you out because your core is hidden. There's so many layers of life that come up after it, right? I mean,
like an onion.
that's the way like an onion. And Pyazi Rang.
Yes.
It's like that, right? And she said that the thing is that has pulled you out of everything. That is eventually, no matter what, it's taken you out in that way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I mean, it's always everything's always it's life is not the greatest thing in the world, but yet we want to live it forever. You know,
That's nuts.
That's
yeah.
a crazy line. It's like it reminds me of another line that I read somewhere. People always say, "Oh, life is short. Life is short." And you're like, "No, it's not. It's the longest thing you're ever gonna know." And I was like, "That's
short. No,
that's so true."
At some point, you look back. You know, all it's insane how memories give you sadness. Beautiful memories. You know, the happiness.
Even happy memories can give you
Happy
sadness.
memories give you
Yeah.
sadness. Oh, that's what they do. Of course, but look at life. Look at it. You look back at that point, and you look at it. But when you look at it, there's sadness. You look at yourself when you're really old, and you look at a young picture of yourself. It's sadness. You know, there's somewhere that there are moments. It's so insane. Life is insane. You look at this, all your memories are eventually some kind of. They will bring back a little bit of sadness always. But then how do you look at it? No, like how do you try to make it better? Chal yaar, koi baat nahi. That's why so many wise people say, live for today, try to make it today. You know, like okay, chal, photo dekhte hain, sadness hoga. But aaj ke liye jiyo, abhi ke liye jiyo. They say
how easy or hard is it for you to root yourself in the present?
Oh, it's very tough. It's very tough. You know, it's so tough to just live for today.
Are you one of those people who lives in the past or in the future?
No, it changes from day to day.
It changes.
Yes.
But I live.
Dash, where do you live?
Mostly I live in the fear of the future. But I'm trying to be in the present.
Past तो मेरा कोई नहीं. I have nothing. I have no.
मैं तो भूल गई हूँ आधी चीजें past की.
Past का इतना नहीं है. यही होता है future का. जब जैसे आप एज में बढ़ते रहोगे, थोड़ा बहुत future का वही thoughts होते हैं, है ना? क्योंकि वही आप society की बात करते हो ना. When you say that, people say शादी या ये या वो, calm, you know. But these actually are just little parts of life. But what gives you the most happiness? For me, the most happy that I get is when I'm working. But that's me. Like I'm happy at that point, you know. But that's my thing, right? But calm is not life. Calm is not the be all and end all of life.
Yeah.
You know, it's just.
It's easy for you to say when you worked with Dev Patel, who is the be all and end all of.
Oh, now it's in the open.
Why he promoted
it?
That's
anymore.
why.
That's
He
true,
only
that's
promoted
true.
it.
I'm like, shh.
That's really shallow.
It's not shallow.
No, not at all. Yeah, that was very deep.
He's very much tall. He can stand in the deep end.
But I want to talk about work also, Siku. You live and work in a very, so you live in the middle of this very Bollywood-centric area. You have grown up in the throes of...
Bollywood-centric, no. I've grown up around cinema.
Cinema to bol hi nahi sakte.
Cinema kyun nahi bol sakte?
Now we can have this whole debate that we make entertainment movies.
No, but you have been exposed and in around even masala movies, dude. Come on.
More that than
anything else.
चलो ठीक है, आप लोग जो सोचे. But cinema, I was born and brought up around that space. Anyway, carry on.
Movies, industry, whatever yaar. Bollywood mein hai tu bachpan se.
You're a Bandra boy.
No. He's OG Sobo, by the way.
I know.
Bolo, no. I want to understand because there's just so much. Like a normal person has all these ideas of how it is and what it's like. And usually it's viewed with a very negative lens because industry wale to aise hote, waise hote.
मतलब क्या होता है? वो तो कोई भी कहीं पे भी बोलेगी.
Correct. But like children will be told, nahi, don't join the industry. It's a very bad place.
What nonsense. So only people are joining the industry is children.
Means from the industry, it's like a family business. वो अलग बात है.
Master Sikandar.
Were you actually ever a child actor? No.
They didn't allow me on sets, but I still went.
But my question is, in this crazy world with so many people and so many different ways to become successful or to be famous or to be doing the kind of work you want to do, how have you navigated this professional journey in the last 20 years?
काम करना है यार बस. I'll tell you just very simply. The greatest thing for an actor is to be busy. Okay.
Yeah.
Agreed.
For me, at one point, I mean, I came here to be. Who comes here to be something? You come here to be a huge
A
star.
hero.
You come here
Yes.
you call it a hero, but you come here to be a
A star.
star, you know. And then I came with that thought only. चलो नहीं हुआ, अच्छी बात है, कोई बात नहीं, अच्छी बात तो नहीं है, but नहीं हुआ, है ना?
Yeah.
बट मुझे तो पता नहीं यार, मुझे एक्टिंग करनी थी बचपन से, मैं वैसा ही था, पागल सा इंसान, है ना? तो वही करना था मेरे को.
You belong on the screen.
तो वही करना था मेरे को हमेशा. और मेरी माँ बहुत सच्ची, मतलब सच बोलती है मुझे. मेरे माय फादर इज एनकरेजिंग, मेरी माँ सच बोलती है, जैसे मैंने पेट्रोल पंप के बारे में कहा था. But it's okay, man. So it gets tough, no? And when you keep having failure after failure, after failure, after failure, after failure, work is slow. After maybe 1 or 2 years, you might get something, might not get something, whatever. Having said all of this, I'm so lucky that I could still sit at home for those 1 or 2 years. I had a place to sit at home. There are trillions of people that come here trying to make it. And the greatest talent might never be discovered.
Yeah.
Not the greatest, but great talent might never be discovered, you know. I'm lucky that I have where I am. I have my home, right? I can sit. I went through what I had to go through, but that's fine. But then I just suddenly one day, in a phase, after something, just went crazy. And I want to work. So I was calling everybody that I knew. I was like, 3-minute ka show reel hai mera. I used to ask, can I have 10 minutes, please? And I would make sure I leave in 9, unless they ask me to stay long. And nobody, I mean, I've grown up here, right? Now the thing is that I would message or whatever, I might not get a reply instantly. So the bitterness part, I didn't have that problem. That why they're not replying? Why they're busy? Why will they reply? Even though they've known me since I was a child or whatever. Why? They're busy, right? Try again tomorrow. Not at a party. Arey yaar, give me some work. I've done that also. You know, I've done that. And that makes no sense. So understanding that, then I put a reminder on my phone. So I did what I could do. But I am lucky that I could message them. And I could probably at some point get a reply. And even though that might not have materialized into work, but that's it. I just want to do that. Mujhe kaam chahiye. And now the time is beautiful. We have so much work around for everyone. Actors, technicians, everyone. It's so lovely. It's so lovely, you know. And I'm so lucky that I get a chance to be busy, you know. And that's about it. But it's not easy. It's not easy, you know. It's really not easy. If anybody listens, a lot of people ask about work here. It's not easy. I mean, it's easy for me. I sit at home. I mean, I'm at home. I get food. I'm not worrying about bijli ka bill, you know, petrol ke paise, or like rent. Should have started with rent. But it's tough here, you know.
Is it also tough when you are in this privileged position to then ask for work or to reach out to people being like, I need work or I want to work?
That's the beauty of the way I was brought up by my family, by my mother. That's my thing. I was brought up like that. And then a friend of mine one day said, "Kaam maangne mein kya sharam hai?" हाँ, काम मांगने में कोई शर्म नहीं है भाई.
Absolutely.
काम दे दो प्लीज. काम दे दो प्लीज. मुझे काम चाहिए. काम दे दो प्लीज. मुझे काम करना है. क्या शर्म? What is the sharam in asking for work? None. Why?
This is a good adulthood lesson to put yourself out there and to reach out to people and not be scared or ashamed or embarrassed.
I was never scared or ashamed earlier, though I did not do it much earlier.
Way back when, yeah.
Whenever. But then when I did it, it's different. Even at that time, it was not a ego thing that stopped me. It was laziness. Laziness stopped me. Genuinely, no, I'm telling you.
A true vice.
Same. My problem is laziness. I agree.
But it is. That's a vice.
That's a hard vice. And I think it's an adulthood vice that people don't tell you enough about. And if I could actually, that's something to talk about, telling kids like you will fall into that trap of laziness. And you might think that, you're just having a slow day or something like that. But next thing you know, it's been a month and you haven't really done much. You haven't like motivated yourself towards anything. And then you realize it's just lethargy and laziness that you have succumbed to. And it is a proper vice. I'm saying this right now as I'm realizing it myself. It is such a hard vice.
I used to faff at home and all when I was damn nothing. I used to make FM shows with that tape deck of mine recording on my phone.
Do you have those? I'd love to listen.
No, I wish I could.
You were doing podcasts before it was cool to do podcasts. Socho.
In those days when ICQ was the thing, or maybe even before that.
You are lost. This is all lost on our audience. We will chat later. It was like MSN Messenger before.
I used to do mad shit, So maybe even the months that you're doing nothing, maybe something comes out of that. Who knows, man? Who knows?
No, of course. Stuff and stories come out of everything and anywhere.
Get up, go and do it. If you're thinking,
get up and do it.
Action.
Get up and do it. You have to get up and do it. So
I sometimes imagine somebody in my life shouting action, because when we are shooting, koi action bole to aap kar lete ho na. I have to imagine in real life also, when you're just in action and not being able to, I'm just like, somebody shout action.
Yeah.
This is like when Ritasha shouts pack up at the end of a hangout session.
You shout pack up.
She does.
I'm like, pack up.
Okay, now pack up. In 20 minutes, it's pack up. And like now, we are so geared.
Whatever little
here, she's doing.
Has fallen around.
And then she's like, pack up now. In 5 minutes, pack up. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. So everyone starts collecting their stuff. And I swear, she's trained us. It's like Pavlovian now. When you hear pack up. So if we were ever on a movie set or any set and we heard pack up, we'd be like, chalo, Ritasha, it's time to go home.
Yeah, that's everybody on a movie set.
Yeah, but for I think we would fit right in, is what I'm saying.
Sorry, beta?
I want to know advice to your 30-year-old self, if you had to give any. These are those cliche questions. So sorry to burden you with them.
I'll tell you. It's Sikandar, bhulta to tu hai bahut. हल्का सा और सब दोस्त नहीं है तो लोगों को दोस्तों की तरह बात मत कर क्योंकि दोस्त नहीं है तो respect, I don't know whether respect is the right word. I can't find it. It's just, what do I give, man? Sikandar was fine at 30 also. He was crazy. But maybe just understanding that everybody's not a friend, no matter who they are. And people should be respected for whatever they have earned, no matter what, how you know them. And just in a regular way of speaking. Now, I'm only talking in terms of work right now.
Yeah.
Even though there was never a bad thought in me, like it was never disrespect coming out of me. It's just how other people would
perceive that,
prefer, or just that's just the way it is, which I didn't have a clue about, So maybe that and baki life ke bare mein.
What about personal life? What advice to your younger self?
Personal life, tu mast aadmi hai, apne aap se pyar kar.
That's beautiful. Apne aap se pyar kar. I love that.
Tu mast aadmi.
And where are you in the journey of your loving yourself right now? Are you 100% ki I am amazing, I love me?
Kal parson nahi hoga, fir parson hoga, fir aaj hoga, jo bhi. I think that.
I don't think you can like yourself every single day 100%.
That's the same change of the mood. But I know myself, right? You will always sometimes you'll make the same mistake again.
Yeah.
Right? ठीक है कोई बात नहीं. I heard something very interesting, which Will Smith said on Instagram about forgiveness. You must forgive. Forgive. You have to forgive. And instantly I just saw that and I was like, because like if you're not forgiving people, it's actually yourself. You're not forgiving yourself for stuff, and it connects, some things connect with you in life. Oh, that was amazing because I thought of something because it's very tough for me sometimes. मैं छोड़ देगा, लेकिन मेरे दिल में रहेगा हमेशा, But forgiveness is liberation. It's peace.
Honestly, I
That's
could not
beautiful,
agree
yeah.
with that more specifically right now. I feel I don't know when this episode is coming out in terms of the timeline, but
I guess in another next to next week, maybe.
yeah, but like while I'm recording right now, in the last 1 month, last 3 months, it's just been about like the only way to get past a situation is to actually forgive yourself and forgive the other person and be like, because that's the only way to release it from you. I think, because I've worked so many different permutation combinations to release feeling or emotion or a control over someone from your system. And then you realize the only way is to actually stop holding them accountable for something. Just stop. Stand. नहीं वो तो रोती है. It's okay. There's no problem.
Another lovely thing about Sikhu listeners is that he is so comfortable with my tears. Every time I'm like, call him and I'm bawling. Be like Sikhu. Be that friend who'll just tell your friend, be like, it's okay, you finish crying. You cry. I'm right here. It's okay.
क्यों नहीं रोते हैं ना? मैं रोता हूँ कभी-कभी. मैं ads में रोता हूँ.
कौन से ads पे रोते हैं आप?
पता नहीं यार, याद नहीं.
These pan masala ads because they didn't hire you.
Oh, banyan ones where huge stars get banyan ads.
Oh my God, I'm tripping on this. Firstly, the biggest stars are just doing banyan ads and pan masala ads.
Only they get the banyan ads. The big once you do a banyan ad, na bro, you have made a arrivation.
Arrivation.
मैं banyan ad में बोल दूंगा यार देखो भाई साहब.
I can't wait for your banyan ad.
Babe. Can't wait for it.
He's looking to the future. He's like, my banyan ad.
I don't know which one is though, like Scozy or like just banyan.
Banyan.
I think I like that. Like Mew Mew, banyan.
Oh man. Banyan ads are huge. If you do banyan ad, bro, you have.
But you're right, because when you drive the length and breadth of the country, the posters, the banyan ads are very much there.
No, I'm just genuinely telling you. This is industry.
We've got it. We've seen it.
Banyan ad aa gaya na bhai.
It's over for everyone.
Banyan ad aa gaya na.
Are we wrapping soon, or can we pick your brain a little more for 5-10 minutes?
Of course, we can pick his brain. Oh, he wants to go.
I don't know how Indian people say yes or no.
I want to
नहीं.
I want to know your thoughts on also because you are in this industry where there's a lot of idea of this masculine perfection also, because women of course deal with it with your Katrina Kaifs of the world, where you look at someone on screen and they look flawless.
Perfection means I've never used soap on my face, so I'm the wrong person to ask this question.
Wait, hold on. This has nothing to do with perfection. You don't use soap on your face?
Yeah, yes, you heard me right.
I am more concerned for
face
you.
wash. You
So-
use normal sabun. Just shut up. ऐसा कुछ
Why do you not have a skincare routine?
Listen.
Why do you not have a skincare routine?
1 second. शेर का भी मूड होता है क्या?
I'll slap you.
भाग चल भाग यहाँ से. But listen ना, say ना, तुमने ऐसे कभी नहीं किसी का ripped body देखा and you didn't feel like, oh shit, अब मेरे को भी 6-pack, 8-pack डोले शोले करने पड़ेंगे. Is this the only way to become a star in this country?
इतने सालों से कर रहा हूँ मैं. नहीं, अच्छे लगते हैं वो लोग यार. कमाल लगते हैं. क्या मेहनत है, क्या करते हैं, consistency. Even doing that, it's mad. It's
insane.
It's too intense, bro.
Because it's so much. They're consistently doing that.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's daily going for that and controlling and containing, doing that shit, Yeah. I also have my mad willpower, but not for dole shole and abs.
But
But
for
you
a
didn't feel
banana
like-
ad, you'll do it.
Yeah, you do it for a banana ad.
नहीं वो तो अगर मैं banyan ad कर रहा हूँ तो वो post production में मेरे को दे देंगे यार.
Or maybe it's like a woke banyan brand where it's an inclusive banyan brand.
That only
Can you imagine?
5 rich people in India will watch it. Woke.
But actually banyans are inclusive.
Instagram
nature.
क्या चल रहा है ये हम ही हैं 5-6 लोग. घंटा हम लोग को कुछ नहीं पता.
I want a banyan ad that shows the uncles of India, in their banyans.
They are the
That's
true
the
audience
true
anyway. They are the banyan buyers. I know my father wears a banyan under his shirts and I know
So does
how his
my
stomach
dad.
looks.
If I wear a banyan under my shirt, I'll sweat more, I feel.
I feel like
No,
it'll
he wears a
absorb your sweat.
banyan for... Yeah, exactly.
Firstly,
Cool.
guys,
It's like us wearing a bra to absorb under boob sweat.
That's
Wow.
not why we wear the
that's
bra.
amazing. Wait, let me check mine.
It's one of the reasons I wear a bra.
No, I don't have underboob sweat right now. Filal.
Good to know. Good to know.
I can't believe I did that. Can we edit that out?
Never. Now it's
No,
there.
that's not possible. We can't edit that out. So you better, whoever's listening to this better watch it on YouTube because
So you
he
can see Sikandar touch
under
himself.
boob sweat.
Under boob.
Broob. Yeah, it's a bro's boob, right?
Exactly.
It's
It's a broob. We've coined a new term today. Thank you so much for listening to this
okay.
amazing episode.
I actually do want to ask another thing. And
Yeah.
this is not from I always like to ask people who are in family business. Because I am. And
Because
you are
he's
as
also
well.
in a family business.
That's the thing. You are in a family business at the end of the day. Is that something that you feel, and I'm not being reductive.
No, just say what you ask. What do you want to ask? Don't ask.
Yeah, I want to say, like, do you feel a lot of pressure to live up to a lot of things? You need to speak up because
no. What am I going to live up? What am I living up to? What I'm living up to what I'm doing for myself.
right.
My process is different from my mother's or my father's. It's different. That's it, man.
And you've been able to, okay, this is great, but have you always been able to have this confidence or this
Never had that.
assurity?
I don't know.
You've
for
never
what.
had it.
I've never had it.
That's amazing.
I don't know why. I mean, I don't know if it's amazing or not amazing. I don't know what it is, but I've also not gone through it that much, I feel. It's like, okay, people ask in interviews and all that, maybe, do you have pressure for that? नहीं यार, नहीं, कभी नहीं था यार. क्या compare कर रहा हूँ मैं? Pressure किस चीज का ले रहा हूँ?
Correct.
That's so
I guess
true.
you were not even raised with that kind of pressure. So I think
किसका pressure ले रहा हूँ मैं? क्या कि अनुपम खेर की तरह मैंने सारांश में 26 साल की उम्र में 65 उम्र के आदमी का पता नहीं, बट जो मैंने रोल किया है उन्होंने नहीं किया है. बट उन्होंने तो 500 फिल्में की है. मैं क्या कंपेयर कर रहे हैं? कोई कंपैरिजन तो है ही नहीं. इससे
I
कौन
think it has to do a lot with the style of parenting also, because there are those parents who are so pushy and they want their kids to be like, "Tu isse bada star banega" and all that.
No,
But
I don't even think it's that. Like, I
ठीक
mean,
है बेचारा
I'm asking because for me, the pressure that it's all self-inflicted. This is my problem, my issues, my basket of father issues comes from myself. Like, they have not put that on me ever. It's a very self-inflicted thing. So I always like to ask people whether they inflicted on themselves, or is that something you can overcome? Because I clearly do it to myself. So I have to work on that for me.
I don't think your parents have ever put you under that pressure, I feel. I don't
No,
think.
they haven't. They've actually been very open towards, like, you do you.
You're putting a standard,
That's what I mean.
You want to excel because probably they've done stuff that you really respect,
It's exactly that. And that's what I'm asking you.
So, like, I don't have that, man. I don't know. But it's like, yes, they excel. Whatever they've done, like, they touted as good actors, right? But
yeah.
पता नहीं यार, I don't know. It's never occurred to me to think of trying to get to this level, because also creativity is subjective. You can't really be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, one guy plays a guitar like this, the other guy plays a guitar like that. They both could be that. Like, how do I, if I'm Santana's son, what am I trying to do? Like, play a guitar like that? No, I'll try to find my own tunes.
Sahi bola.
That's true. And I guess that actually is just a good lesson for all of us, because this whole, I don't want to use the N word, but it's more like in Bollywood, nepotism, man, relax. There are other words with N.
I don't know what N word you were going to
I swear, I was like,
down.
What N word is she
talking
talking
about nepotism?
No, I meant
allowed.
I meant it. No, I didn't want to get into that with Sikandar from the perspective of I didn't want to get it that way. But I think but I get it's the same way, right? Like, today, the whole host of this generation that has joined Bollywood or is aspiring to join Bollywood,
who are being launched like rockets.
Yeah, exactly.
The pressure to, in their defense, at some maybe very human level, I feel bad, because what are they looking for?
तू अगर डॉक्टर की बेटी है और तेरे को डॉक्टर बनना है, will your father not ask, suppose you want to be a neurologist, right? And your father's a cardiac surgeon. Now you want to be, will he not ask a person who's a neurosurgeon that, listen, can you help her out?
I'm not getting into the nepotism thing. That I don't care. Do what you want. I'm asking the other way of, like I almost feel bad because of this expectation setting, right? Like the same way today you have Shah Rukh's daughter, or you have this one's grandson or granddaughter or niece or nephew or
Getting
Poofat and
launched.
Bhanji and all of these, which is getting launched.
Uh,
The same thing that you said of like, you can't compare Santana to
tell you one thing,
Santana's
sorry,
son. It's
sorry.
not fair. They play the guitar differently.
Yeah.
So I think we also have to look at them like this, because now when you see someone like, oh, one of India's biggest actresses, her daughter is on the stage, and you're like, man, you're not like your mom. Your mom was a better actor. And then that's not fair. That's
okay,
not fair.
That's okay. Tendulkar ka beta bhi will go through that. One of my
Correct.
Amitabh Bachchan's son.
Yeah.
You understand what that guy must have gone through, and the way people are like, kya hai?
But that's why I was asking you, right? Because like in that way, not to tout your parents more, but you are like Kiran Kher and Anupam Kher's son. Like it was a big thing. It is a big thing.
It is. It's wonderful. So I'll tell you something really interesting. So I'll tell you, I never discuss scripts with my parents. I don't ask them for feedback. I'll only, if I get a part, once I start shooting, I tell them I'm starting shooting. Once I've signed, I never tell them.
Oh, okay.
Never tell them. And they'll also never give advice for one reason, is that if they tell me, ye film karna, and if it doesn't work, they don't want to take that on themselves.
For sure.
Because they know it, they are from here, right? So you have to make a decision, right? But I also don't tell them when I'm going for an audition or if I get some work, because if something doesn't work out or whatever, then my mother will be disappointed like a mother. So I will not do that with her. But there are few things. My father always said, "Kaam karte raho, kaam se kaam milta hai." One thing. That's all.
Best. I really, I'm in agreement with him.
My dad has also said the same thing in a different way.
Kaam se kaam milta hai. And my mother said one thing. I have nothing to lose also. Na, yeah. Okay. Karte rahega kaam. And my mother said one thing, which is interesting also. Yes, there is all these things. Yes, there is privilege. Yes, I get those. If I keep calling and I follow up and all, I can at least get a meeting with those people.
Yeah.
Show them.
Which someone else cannot.
No, they will never, maybe. Some people will never get that chance, right? But she also said one thing very interesting. So we always people keep saying it because it is the film industry, etc. So it's there. Like people will talk about it and that's fine. She said one thing, that Sun, Sikandar, you're going to start acting now. You got to have a strong heart, because if you're successful, there's nothing greater than the success, right? But if you fail, your failure will be public. That's it. The failure here is also public. You have friends, you guys know friends. You have friends who tried, but their failure is public because they are from a family. So their failure is public.
Yeah, and that's something I guess you're just signing up for. And it's in the very nature of it. You can't escape it.
No, and it's fine.
Yeah.
I am waiting for a star child to come out and say, Dad, I don't want to act. I want to be a cardiologist. I'm waiting for that day.
There are many.
I think, at some level,
We'll talk offline.
No, I just stopped this whole nepotism thing. It's like, you want to act, go, do it. Just be worthy of it. And if you're not...
Who doesn't want to be an actor? It's so beautiful, creative. Who doesn't want to do something creative?
Yeah.
Who? It's so beautiful. Usko गाना नहीं गाना है.
But then, I realized another thing also.
और सब कर सकते हैं.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, गाने में मेहनत लगती है. पर किसको नहीं बनना है? Most people want it. No, it's lovely. It's amazing.
But the industry is becoming a little discerning in the sense like now the public accepts or rejects really good or really bad. Like, because I've seen enough people not make it who've been like, oh, it's shown that you are bad, so you've not been able to go further.
अगर आप अच्छा काम करते हो, तो काम मिलेगा. Simple.
I'm also testament to that, 100%. I wouldn't have made it this far if I wasn't good.
आप कमाल का काम करती है ना? कर रही है ना काम?
So.
मिल रहा है ना काम? कुछ तो होगा ना? आप अच्छा काम करेंगे, आपको काम मिलेगा. Your father's not going to hire some random person who doesn't know. No, but ठीक है.
How to do their job.
Figure it out. You try. It's okay. It's okay. You might try and you might want to do it. Then you, at some point, figure that shit out. I mean, like, मिलेगा. Talent को काम मिलेगा. मतलब जो लोग काम करते हैं, जो लोग अच्छा काम करते हैं, मेहनत करते हैं, बहुत मेहनत लगता है. What होता है? मिलता है.
I love that.
So on that note of
I think,
mehnat karo, kaam milega. I love it. I'm going to do a quick recap of the things that you've said. And then just shush.
Just the highlights, Siku's highlights.
And then you are going to give us top tips on how to adult.
Okay, you asked
So
me.
use this time to think of a top tip while I give the
Top
recap.
3 tips on how to be a functional adult. Okay, बाद में अभी तू मत कर, अभी तू सोच. Ayushi recap दे रही है. चल, Ayushi go.
I think a big part of what we discussed in this episode, which I really liked, was that an emotion, a feeling, a phase is not permanent. There is going to constantly be a high followed by a low, followed by another high, maybe a medium in the middle, somewhere a little bit up, down. So when you talk about things like anxiety, depression, feeling bad, feeling low, feeling unworthy, that feeling will pass. It might not pass immediately. It might require some work from your end to move past it, but it's not going to hang over you forever. And you're going to be able to get through it. And your core at some level has to be strong. It has to be you. And so the work that you need to do on yourself is on your core to make sure that that is a stable rock so that no matter what the outside layers of the onion are, at its core, the core pulls you through and pulls you through a bad situation, a bad person, a bad work experience, whatever it is. It drives you, it fuels you through to the next stop. And it's a good lesson to know that your 30s, your 20s, you're supposed to be working on hardening this core and strengthening it in that way. And that's good that we kind of have that awareness now. And awareness keeps coming with age. We are a work in progress. We're going to keep changing. I think that's a fact. Like, I'm not the same person I was maybe a week ago. I think I've learned something from 10 days ago and now I'm here.
Absolutely. I'm not the same person I was an hour and a half ago when we started recording the podcast. I feel like
that's a split personality problem that you have.
Lol. Roses are red, violets are blue. I've got schizophrenia and so have I. This is one of my favorite bits by Siku. And another thing which I think is very important to recap on is being non-judgmental and all these lovely things, and forgiveness to oneself and to others, non-judgment to oneself and to others.
You have to forgive people. They didn't.
Forgiveness, yeah.
And, by and large, I know this is a sweeping statement to make perhaps, but by and large, people don't intend to hurt each other. You don't intend to do it. Sometimes.
That's your boxing.
That's what I said.
Except if you're boxing.
It's a sport or something, na? MMA.
You wait till I see you in person. I'm going to whack you.
Yeah,
but I don't think people fundamentally. I have that faith in people, and I think that's why you don't intend to hurt someone. It happens. Yeah. So you have to learn to forgive them because you've done that to someone else.
Yeah.
I have learned that lesson recently. Sometimes it comes back.
Whatever you guys have said, man, whatever I've said, I don't know. Okay, one tip only. Live yourself. You got to wake up and be happy with yourself. And kindness and gratitude is the only thing, I think, in life. Kindness to people that might be not at the same level that you're at, but kindness will give you peace. So you're living for yourself. This is for yourself. But kindness is very important. And it's a beautiful thing. So kindness and gratitude. I think gratitude these are the only two things, man. You can help yourself with these two things. And it's all about helping yourself. So I try.
And about loving yourself, as you said, and about putting yourself out there.
And loving your parents.
Sure.
It's all about loving your parents.
Kindness and gratitude only, Baba. And detachment also, I guess.
Detachment, a big one. Thank you for that.
You can't bring up detachment now.
Outside, on a leaving one, I'll say something very interesting that my father told me, my biological father, who's no more. He told me something very interesting, which was amazing. He said, when people say something bad about you, let it not affect you, which is easy. But when people say something good about you, let that also not affect you.
I'm with you, man.
That is tough,
Yeah.
It's so tough to do that.
It's a perfect excuse to not have to say anything good about either of you, and we can just leave. And there's no reason to compliment.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I have loved every minute of this chat, and I love you both to bits, and I'm so grateful to have you both in my life.
I agree. Thanks, Dash, for the introduction to this. I don't know how to describe Sikandar.
Don't describe it right now, but we'll talk later.
Later. And of course,
listeners, you can find Siku on Instagram. At myself Sikandar Kher this side. Myself Sikandar this side. Yes, sorry.
And you can find Natasha at RYTASH on Instagram. You can find me at Just Ayushi on Twitter and Ayushi89 on Instagram. Other such podcast shows cool stuff is on IVM's, all their platforms. You can find them at IVM Podcasts everywhere. And this is our 99th episode. So the next...
the number 9. And I must say that both you girls are doing something so awesome. And just talking to you all was a complete pleasure for me, because I do talk to a lot of people when they talk, interviews, etc., whatever. This was just amazing. And I think whatever you all are doing and you all do it, it's your 99th episode. Look how consistent and how awesome you all have been, because you all have gotten up and you all are doing it.
We got up and did
it. That is respect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And next week is our 100th, so do not miss that. It's going to be special. It's going to be fun. Yeah, man. It's been a good ride, Dash. And I will see you later tonight
for being a part of it. Yes.
At a party. It's wedding season.
Bye, friends.
Namaste, this is Cyrus Brocha. I am part of the government cancel culture program to remove rubbish off all the different streams available. So what we have is all the collected rubbish we put together on our show. It's called Cyrus Says. It's on IVM Podcasts. You have to watch it and listen to it. It's on our app. It's on our website. It's on the YouTube channel. It's on Facebook. There are many different ways. Don't bother me and ask me how. You have to find out. We talk to different personalities. Many of them are known. Some are just people we meet downstairs and invite them up for chai. But the point is, it's fun and it's very therapeutic. So please join in and listen to Cyrus Says.
पेश खिदमत है आपकी शान में हमारे अंजुमन से. Hi, I am Sadaf.
And I'm Arshit. खाने का इतिहास, economics, policy, psychology, सब है मेन्यू पे.
Only on the Nankali podcast every Wednesday, सिर्फ IVM podcast ऐप या वेबसाइट पर, या फिर जहां से भी आप अपने पॉडकास्ट सुनते हो.